Hi everyone, welcome back to STEMs and Success from Oasis. I'm Kelsey Thompson, and today we're diving into one of my favorite profit boosters for your flower shop, workshops and take-and-make kits. Now, if you've been thinking workshops are just meh, or you're worried they're too much effort, I'm here to change your mind. Workshops aren't just foot traffic drivers, they're incredibly profitable when priced right. Plus, these creative events position you as the floral expert in your community. I've been hosting workshops and creation classes at my store for over a decade, and the number one comment that I hear during a class is, I didn't realize this was so much work. Yes, we all know that it's not as easy as we make it look, but it's okay to remind your customers that you're awesome. Now, while I do try to keep those crafts and workshops very doable, I'm not afraid to show off some skills or use that time to educate them on color theory or flower care or even design principles. My workshop attendees walk out with a major appreciation for the training and the skill that our designers and staff have, and it adds a lot of perceived value to what we create every day. Today, I'm going to walk you through a couple different workshop ideas using these Oasis products, and I'm going to share my best pricing and marketing strategies and show you how to turn these into ongoing revenue streams for your flower shop. First, let's talk strategy. The key to profitable workshops is pricing them right from the start. Now, a rough rule of thumb is to price workshops at least 4 times your material costs. This covers your markup, your overhead, and ensures a profit. It takes a lot of work to plan an event and procure the supplies and prep and set up and execute. Make sure you're covering all that labor plus your expertise. Take a peek in your storeroom or rummage through that back drawer to see what you have to use up. What can you turn into a craft? Some of my best workshops started because I had a random box of odd-colored vases or a lonely tote of glitter picks that I just wanted to move out. Cleaning out the backroom aside, the number one game changer for my shop was when we started pre-selling spots to workshops as event tickets. Now, we have an attendee number that way, and we have a date cutoff, and we always charge at least 50% of the class cost just to reserve their spot. This ensures that I meet my minimum head count, it guarantees me revenue, and it prevents no-shows. And of course, it means that I only order in exactly what I need for supplies. Here's a tip. Market these as experiences, not just crafts. When someone leaves your workshop, they've learned techniques, they've had fun with friends, and of course, they've created something beautiful. That's worth premium pricing, especially if you're serving snacks. Let me show you our first design idea, a cornucopia using the Oasis rustic wire in an Eco Essentials dish. I love the Oasis wire. It's so easy to work with, and it comes in the natural, which I've used here, the green or the brown, or you can do a combination of all three. Let me show you quickly how I made this shape. So it's just a scrap piece of silk stem, pull it out of the garbage, and I'm using this as kind of the spine or guide for my cornucopia shape. Now for this, I used the entire roll of rustic wire. I'm just going to show you a quick demo here. I started at the top, the tip, with tight spirals, and then I'm getting larger as I go. So I'm just using my spine as kind of a spot to hold and loop around and get larger as I work my way down the cornucopia shape. And then every 4 to 5 turns, every 4 to 5 circles, I'm going to go ahead and do a tight circle tight to the stem. That way that it holds steady and holds firm and kind of gives me that entire shape as I go. So larger concentric circles, every 4th or 5th one, tight around the stem. Now I'm going to tool this out so you can see the full shape here. And this I've just picked in with the Oasis bamboo U-pins. You can see maybe the spine there that travels. And the pins are great because they swell up and they hold really well. So I've just taken my designer dish and foamed it in with some midnight foam. I left it a little bit high on the lip there, mossed it, and then used those bamboo pins to just U-pin the shape right in. And from there, my customers can design. Now you can help them make the shape if you want, or you can have them pre-done. It kind of depends on the level of your class and what all you want to teach. Like I mentioned, for this design, I left that foam level a little higher above the lip. It's easier for new designers to get that nice spill that way when they've got a little extra height to work with. And I also find it very helpful to remind them to angle their stems in pretty sharply and think about creating a stair step with their insertions as they come down and out of the cornucopia. This is definitely maybe a mid to upper level class. Like I said, the shaping is a bit of time and kind of trickier than maybe a traditional roundy-moundy arrangement, but it is totally achievable for your customers with some guidance, and then they can reuse the cornucopia with flowers from you, of course, year after year. Now, another cornucopia option that's a bit faster is using the black Oasis mesh. This would be more of a starter level version of this craft, and it could be used on a dish like here, or even hung from a wall or a door after it's filled. with flowers or leaves, that type of thing. Now for this shape, I simply cut a square of the mesh and rolled it with one end tapered to this point. And I have a lightweight base now that I can use. I can add ribbon, wire, or even moss to kind of form that full cornucopia. I personally like the airiness of this. I would do 3 to 4 layers of it and then just spray it with like a metallic design master like copper or 14 karat and have it be a more modern take on the cornucopia shape. Now let's talk about where workshops like this get really exciting, and that is partnerships. Imagine offering this class at a local winery or pairing it with a charcuterie board from your favorite local market. You could split the revenue and they could provide the venue or the food, and then everyone wins. And your customers can even add some fresh fruits or seasonal veggies to the design. That way your customers get a complete experience and you each tap into each other's customer base. This is a great way to reach a larger audience when you're marketing your workshops, especially on social media and email. Now at my own shop, we've had good luck doing in-store events that were dedicated to that handmade experience, especially around the holidays. If you've got the space, you can invite in other local creators, maybe a candle maker or a jewelry creator, and you could have them set up maker stations. And then event attendees can make several small different items over the course of the evening and walk away with a fun night of memories with friends or have some of their holiday shopping done. Even if you're not teaching this type of workshop event, using your space as the venue allows you to reap the rewards of that foot traffic, and you can always do a short demo that correlates to the crafts. I actually have a workshop planning checklist I've created for you that includes partnership ideas and logistics. I'm going to mention how to grab that at the end of the video. Our second workshop design idea is this adorable floral turkey, which is perfect for Thanksgiving. And here I've used an EcoEssentials paradigm pot, a gourd for the body and head, and these dried fan palms for the turkey feathers. This is an easy design. It's simply a faux gourd I took from the sales floor. And then I used just a piece from the fan palm, the stem, and cold glued it in and insert that as a body. You can use a real gourd for this as well. And if you've got this as a kid class, you can always add googly eyes, of course. This is just a bit of the dried amaranthus that I cold glued on for the gobble. When teaching this class, I generally have my customers start with the head or body here, and then also with the fan palms and get their feathers in. That way they've got parameters for their turkey, and they can just fill in with fresh flowers for the body. I generally have them tuck a few in the back to kind of cover, but it's a pretty easy class and it's a lot of fun. Because this is so easy for multiple ages, I do like to offer it on a weekend morning and then also one evening before Thanksgiving. Now, to make it even more family friendly, sometimes we'll have the little kids hand paint these fan palm feathers as their contribution. They do that at the beginning and then they can have fun sticking in the tail as a finishing touch when it's dry. As fun as this class is in person, I actually have had the best luck with selling it as a take and make kit. This gives people the option to enjoy it at their own pace in their own home, or to bring it along to family celebrations and do a craft with grandma. Now I upgrade the take and make kits by also including a few Thanksgiving coloring sheets, and of course a few fun educational facts about turkeys. I am a mom after all. The parents and grandparents love that it's a great activity to keep those kiddos busy, and the kids have fun following along with the directions. I do a pre-sale of the take and make kits on my social media and also post them as a product on my website. Now for that, I simply word it as assorted fall flowers, so I don't have to keep anything special stocked in my cooler. My staff can quickly assemble the kits and set them out the door. Of course, the kits include all the supplies, the fresh flowers needed, along with some floral food packets and those instructions and activity sheets that I mentioned. And I've actually created a sample turkey kit document for you that shows exactly how to format these, complete with pre-written instructions, turkey facts, and even coloring pages for the kids on the back. So follow the link below to grab that. As I mentioned, this design is made in the new Oasis Paradigm Planter. It's 5.5 by 6.5 inches. It's completely watertight, and that squared shape makes for really easy foaming and transportation. Now for this one, I simply cut one brick of midnight in half and just stacked it and mossed it in. This is the alabaster color, which I like to get cases of because it's so easy to color enhance. This one has some glossy wood tone. I just applied it in light, quick sprays to create an antique look, but I also love it with the black cherry design master or even some metallic. The container is also available in this slate gray, and that's a great color that contrasts really nicely with those bright oranges and those reds that we're coming into as we hit the fourth quarter. And this is an example of how I piggyback in one class to sell tickets to another class or another kit. This planter can be reused for a winter craft. The design of this is our most popular item for craft and website sales. It's just a mini tree, and I've got it mocked up here with a faux stem of greenery and some dry foam, but I generally use a 2 to 3 foot spruce tip with some renew foam or fiber floral. It's just super easy. You cut the greenery stem to size, secure it in the medium, cover with moss or fake snow, and then let your customers loose to decorate their tree. I've got some Oasis metallic wire and some silk stems in this one, but this is where you can sell those random bits of ribbon, those half-used silk picks, and of course those oddball ornaments that we all end up with this time of year. Plus, if you've done it in a fresh floral medium, your customers could add in flowers and other mixed fresh greens throughout the tree like I have here, or just as an accent at the base. Just like the turkeys, we sell a lot of these as take-and-make kits for people to enjoy at home. Take-and-make kits are your solution for customers who can't make it to in-person workshops or just want to craft at home with their families. Great kits have 3 elements: beautiful packaging, crystal clear instructions with photos, and an invitation that encourages more interaction. Mock up a sample, grab some photos along the way, and post it as an item on your website or use it to market your kit on social media. Here's what I mean by interaction invitation. As part of your kit, throw in a coupon for a future in-store purchase or include a QR code for the creators to share their pics to social media. Your goal is to utilize your kit as advertising and then also earn future interactions. When it comes to marketing, position a kit like this as an educational activity or a unique gift that parents and grandparents will love buying. Speaking of gifts, workshops and kits make incredible presents, especially this time of year. Experiences like this are what consumers are after. If you've got a container that you love, like the Paradigm or the Designer Dish, create 4 different seasonal classes using the same vessel. The recipient can open the container and the punch card showing that they've been gifted 4 workshops, and you'll start the year knowing you've got butts and seats and some revenue. Outside of the gift-giving angle, consider offering punch cards for multiple workshops, gift certificates specifically for your in-store events, a bring a friend discount, or you could even sell private family classes as holiday traditions. Now this leads me to one of my favorite ways to book workshops: private parties. Market these as premium experiences to businesses, clubs, book groups, or friend circles, or for events like showers or birthday parties. You'll need to set minimums, and that could be either a number of people or the dollar amount, but the profit margin potential is higher than an open format workshop event. I can plan way ahead, I can order in exactly what I need, and generally the budget is higher than for an open format workshop. To make things easy at my own shop, we've developed different options to offer to our private groups. That way when someone calls or stops in and they want to ask about them, I can quickly give them a printout or a quick email with our packages listed. Now, option 1 is that everyone makes the exact same design or item at the exact same price point. Option 2 provides a short menu where guests can choose from 2 to 3 options. I do try to have them overlap material-wise. For example, they can choose between a fall centerpiece or a fall wreath, and I'm going to use the same ribbons, leaves, and berries for both projects. Option 3 starts with a base item and allows for individual upgrades. So for example, if I'm doing a winter wreath class, the base price would cover the wreath form, the greens, maybe some ribbon and pine cones. Attendees that really want to jazz it up with holiday picks, ornaments, or even more ribbon can then pay per item according to how creative they get. The pre-purchased event ticket covers the base costs, and then any additional costs for bonus items are paid at the end of the class by each individual. Of course, however you decide to set up your workshops or your menus, be sure to price your options by baking in all of your time: the planning, the shopping, the prep work, and of course the hosting. Don't undervalue yourself, you're worth it. Now let's talk marketing, because even the best workshops need great promotion. I personally like to release my workshop dates way in advance. We've done quarterly schedules or even a whole year at a time, with a workshop every 3rd Thursday or something predictable. And of course, we share the schedule on social media pretty consistently to remind people. For this method, you want to appeal to those type A super planner consumers. When I open a workshop, I also advertise the fact that I'd offer it as a private event as well. Do what works best for your business and don't be afraid to pivot. I often find that later afternoon on a Saturday or even weeknights work best with customer schedules. Now, with certain activities that are quick or kind of hands-off, like porch pots or even these, we've even done a come-and-go style event that spans a few hours and gives attendees the flexibility of the exact time they want to drop in. This is great for open house nights or that kind of thing. Of course, if a customer can't come, sell them a take-and-make kit. Visual aids always sell best. When I'm creating a new workshop or a kit, we always mock one up to determine pricing and then to grab marketing photos, of course. You can even go as far as creating a faux version of your design to display in your store. Customers see them, get inspired, and then book that class or pre-book kits. Last year, I ended up making several permanent pumpkin centerpieces because I kept selling the dang sample off the event display area. No hard feelings. When you're coming into a heavy workshop season, like around the holidays, you could tuck a small promotional paper into your everyday deliveries. Send those recipients, those floral recipients, to your website or social media pages to learn more about your events, or you could even offer them a small discount for their first workshop ticket purchase. Last but not least, don't stop marketing momentum when the workshop ends. This is now your chance to generate even more sales. So offer in-store specials that night of the event, or include rebates or a limited time coupon in their bag at checkout to get them back in the store. Send a follow-up email with care tips and maybe a discount code. You could also reward attendees who refer friends. They're probably going to tag along, and now you've sold 2 workshop tickets. Before we wrap up, I want to make sure you've got everything you need to implement this. I've partnered with the Oasis team to create 2 downloadable resources for you. First is a comprehensive workshop planning checklist. It's got tons of seasonal ideas and partnership suggestions as well. Second, that sample turkey kit instruction packet that I mentioned is yours for free, and it's a template for creating professional take and make kits for your own shop. You can grab both of these at the link below, and they're just a gift to you to help you get started profiting from workshops right away. The blog that's attached also includes additional ideas on creative ways to sell these events. Now remember, workshops aren't just classes, they're profit drivers, marketing tools, and relationship builders all in one. Start with one simple design, price it properly, and watch how quickly your customers start asking for more. It can take some work to build up a thriving workshop revenue stream, but you'll earn those extra rewards all along the way. Now I'm curious, what workshop or craft kit will you try first? Drop a comment and let me know. And if this was helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you get a notification every time we post a new STEMs and Success tip every month. Next month, we're diving into profitable holiday designs and efficiency hacks that are going to save you hours during your busiest season. Until then, keep growing those profits.